We were unable to join for the longest time, but now we're back and ready to go. There we go, the exec commands coming in for the map, and 6-4 JYP Gaming and Mineski. This is Mineski's map pick, and we see Acha pushing up Ivy and getting a lot of information. He's pushed all the way up to team mid and down to a 5v2. Guy and Achap are going to have a face-off very soon. Will Achap be ready for this? Yes, he will. Takes Guy's head clean off, leaving Retrack all alone in a 1v4 situation. There we see Xavier to the rescue, guillotining off Retrack's head. Seven rounds to 4. Oh, and look at that. Kaze with the auto sniper. He's going for it. Go big or go home, as they say. And the auto sniper comes out in the adept hands of Kaze. It's going to be an upper push. Achap gets the refrag onto Dubstep. But now he needs to be very careful. Gets the second kill as well onto Adrian. Down to a 3v4. But Guy has made his way all the way out to upper. But Xavier is having none of that. And Kaze, give him a scoped weapon and he will deliver. Gets the kill, and now it's all Dispenser all alone in a 1v3. Actually, it's an auto sniper as well on the other team, so that's a pretty tall task. Achap jumps down, gets himself down to 5 HP. I think he's harboring a few suicidal thoughts there, Achap. Do you want to see a shrink? Anyway, back to the game. Dispenser just biding his time. He has a lot of time to work with. There's still a minute left on the clock. Smoke goes down. He's still up in Brown Halls, making his way down to Pop Dog. The inner bomb site is completely empty, so maybe he's gonna catch some off guard. But Xavier was looking at the flank. Now he's taken his attention over back to ramp. Dispenser. Oh, Xavier. Perfect timing there from Xavier. Gets the kill onto Dispenser. The lurk fails. And look at that money. The dirty, filthy money. Only Clickzai on JYP Gaming sitting at, below $10,000. Everyone else is just... They're like Scrooge McDuck right now. They can be swimming in the cash they have. It's just ridiculous the amount of money that they have right now. And yeah, JYP Gaming did win the first map, which was Inferno. It was their map pick. This is Train. It is a predominantly CT-sided map. And this is Mineski's map pick. So let's see what they bring to the table. Till now is... Oh, Guy with that sick 1-dig onto Kaze. Getting the auto sniper out of the hands. And Retrack getting the kill again onto Clickzai. Shouldn't matter. It's a 1v3. Don't think he has much of a chance of clutching this. It was a pretty fast play onto the inner bomb site, and it kind of didn't work out because they were on a force buy there. Just pistols and armor. Not much you can hope for against a fully bought up CT side, but that shot onto Kaze, Geese landing a sick headshot. And there we see Achap seeing out this round, shutting down any further shenanigans from Mineski. Not losing too many people there. And again, the auto sniper comes out. This time goes to Clickzai. It seems. No, it'll go on to Kaze. Yeah, there we go. Maybe some early aggression onto Ivy. No, he was playing pretty passive. Kaze is just rattling shots away into Brown Halls. Almost catching Guy there. Almost being the operative word. He should be careful. Look at that dubstep with the op. Pixel holding that angle. Ooh, spots out Kaze. Gets the kill. Dubstep just beautifully worked there. And that's the auto sniper down. And the man advantage to the T's. And there goes Achap as well. But Xavier trying to even things out. Gets one. Unable to land the second shot onto Adrian. Now down to a 2v4. This has gone from bad to worse. But then they have money. They can give up a few rounds, I guess. But they shouldn't, because they can afford to lose this round is what I'm trying to say. But they need to stack as many rounds as they can on the CT side, because the T side on this map is always very difficult to win rounds. It's a 4v2 retake scenario. It is PZ Kid, the hero of the last map. Him and Kaze just went absolutely ham. And Clickzai rattling off a few shots. Now they know exactly where he's playing from. And the post-plant positions taken up by the T's is also very good. They're not peeking. They're not giving anything away. And there we see PZ Kid getting out the first kill. The second kill, unable to land this play transfer. And Clickzai also not being able to do anything, gets taken down immediately. PZ Kid trying valiantly, as always. And again, he's sitting pretty at the top of the scoreboard with Achap. 14 frags apiece for them. And on the other hand, Retrack has finally woken up. He had an abysmal game in Inferno, but now he's the top fragger on Mineski, sitting pretty on 10 frags. Kaze changing his position, and Achap, they've gone for the dual op setup this time. It's weird how fast Asian teams will switch to the dual op setup. Like, they lose one round, the next round, the immediate knee-jerk reaction is the dual op setup. Sometimes it works out, but I wouldn't necessarily change setups so quickly. Now it's still a 5v5. There's over a minute left on the clock, and Mineski, there's the flash for Pop Dog, and immediately killed. Xavier getting 2 quick kills there in Pop Dog, just decapitating them as they fell from the heavens. And now PZ Kid holding close. It's gonna get pushed very soon by Gee. Falls back, very smart. In the meantime, Adrian does land the frag onto Xavier. PZ Kid looking the wrong way, and yes, he will. Oh, that's very smart by Gee. Very good trigger discipline. It's just waiting it out. PZ Kid has no idea that Gee has made his way this deep into the B-bomb site. This is gonna get really hairy because Kaze might just get knifed. Oh no, he won't get knifed. He does get taken down, and Gee unable to transfer his spray. That was very good play from him. It was excellent trigger discipline. But now it's down to a 2v2, and PZ Kid spots the feet out. What? PZ Kid? What? Achap in the meantime does dispense off with dispenser. But I don't get it. He saw the feet. Or did he not? I don't get it. It's down to a 1v2 with Adrian. He's been doing this consistently, but unfortunately, Achap is going to put an end to Adrian's shenanigans. Completely shut down there. But yeah, I still don't understand how PZ Kid did not see the feet of Adrian there as he made his way down ramp. And that's, I think, the half. It's a 10-5 half for JYP Gaming. It's a pretty good CT side score to post on the map train. It is a very CT sided map though. So it all comes down to this round. If JYP Gaming can take the pistol, they have a very good chance of running away with the map. But if they don't, that allows Mineski a tiny window of opportunity to make their way back into this as well. So what are we going to see here from JYP Gaming? It's 3 armor, 2 people running utility. And on the flip side, Mineski, 5 USPs, 4 sets of armor, and the kit and the smoke onto Retrack. Pretty passive hold so far. The T's have made their way into Pop Dog, but now they've given the sound cues, now they're making their way back up. They're just making a lot of noise all over the place, trying to draw out any utility. Ooh, Retrack would have spotted PZ Kid. Making his way onto Olaf. Ooh, Dispenser lands the first shot onto Achap. Gee pushing up Brown Halls. He might get caught off guard here, and there we see Xavier not taking any prisoners, slicing Gee's head right off. Now it brings it down to a 4v4. They would have shown their hand there. Gee would have spotted out 2 players. And yeah, there's the rotations. They're coming in. 2 players have already made their way into the inner bomb site. And they're holding ramp. They do have the utility to make this work. All they need to do is throw the smoke in and Molotov off connector immediately. There's the smoke. The 2 smokes to make the crossing onto the bomb site easier. And yeah, the bomb will get planted, it seems, but Retrack in the meantime has picked up 1 kill, gets immediately traded out by Kaze. And there's goes Kaze. Dispensers like, off with your heads. Just completely decapitating the entire team there. Dispenser with the 4K. Beautiful 1 taps from him. And ends it with a 5 tap, but still. excuse me, 4 beautiful headshots. And that's the pistol round for Mineski, and this actually offers them some hope to make their way back into this map. They needed this round and they did get it. JYP Gaming should be going for the full eco next round. They can go in with, you know, the AKs, the armors, and some utility, but they do decide to upgrade their pistols. I'm not a big fan of this because that means they'll be limited on the utility front next round. That's one smoke that's not going to be there next round. But still, if they can pull this out of the bag, that's going to be miraculous. Retrack spotting for any upper presence, and there he goes. Spots out 3 players, and the nade comes out. Still no commitment here from JYP Gaming. They're taking it slow, drawing out the nade, seeing what they're up against. I mean, they should know what they're up against. They're going to be up against a fully bought team who have prepared for an anti-eco. In fact, the buy coming in from Mineski tells me that they kind of sort of got the read wrong. They thought that they'd be up against a force-up armor SMG buy, which is why you see 4 rifles on there instead of SMGs. This would have been the ideal time to get like 5 UMPs on the board and just farm them kills. And Retract getting all the kills necessary, not even being able to make their way onto the bomb site. Gee and Retract, very good hold onto the inner bomb site, not even allowing the bomb to reach the bomb site, let alone get the plant. And now, although we do see the armor AK-47 buys coming out, the utility front is absolutely shambolic. 3 smokes, 5 flashes is all they have to work with. And yeah, 5 rifles on the CT side as well. Although they are FAMAS's, but still pretty potent rifles, and considering the fact that the utility is pretty low on JYP, it's gonna come down to raw fragging ability. And so far, if PZ Kid and KZ go off, Kaze go off, that's something to worry about, frankly speaking. But yeah, Xavier already brought down to 25 points of health, and so far not much damage done in return. Only dispenser, but he's still at half HP. Achap and Kazem slowly creeping up IV right now. They're going to meet the welcoming arms of Dispenser. The smoke is fading. They need to act fast. Dispenser makes his way into Kaze's open crosshairs, and Kaze not going to take any prisoners whatsoever. Spraying down 2 players right there and then. Down goes Dubstep, down goes Dispenser. And now it's down to a 3v5, but a lot of players are very, very hurt on JYP Gaming. 2 players internally bleeding. Achap on 60 points of health, and Retrack playing it very smart. Not spotting out. Achap not clearing the corner at the old bomb site. Will pay the price with his life. Bomb down. It's a 1v3 situation. Retrack desperately trying to spot out players, but unfortunately not being able to do much more than that. Kaze again with that 4K. This man is a beast. Yet again, Kaze showing us why he's so highly regarded as not only an opper but also a rifler. He's such a clutch player, comes out huge whenever his team needs him to. Ooh, PZ Kid spotting out Gee, caught in no man's land, spraying away, not being able to land the headshot. Gee is burning at E-box. This is getting silly. Gee, run away, bro, run away. Not gonna happen. PZ Kid does spot out some, but Gee, wow, still managing to land that 5-7 headshot onto PZ Kid. They're up against an almost full eco team. Just keep them together, play together, use the buddy system, guys. You can do this. Don't throw away frags like that. Clickzai and Xavier managed to make their way onto the bomb side, and Clickzai not taking any. Oh, spots out Adrian, but not able to convert it. Adrian also managing to recover the AK-47 there. Bomb in the meantime has made its way onto the outer bomb site and is going to get planted, leaving Kaze and Achap to take good post-plant positions. They should be able to hold this push off. The aggressing CTs have no armor, have no kits. They have literally nothing to work with apart from that AK-47 recovered by Adrian. So the aim punch, along with the fact that both these players who are left alive, Achap and Kaze, are insane aimers, should allow them to see this round off. The sound cues should have told them where they're playing from. Dispenser rushing up heaven, getting put down immediately. That tells Adrian at least where one player is playing from. Not gonna matter because Kaze is not in a mood to let Adrian get away with any more clutches. Shuts it down. That's a 2K for him again. Up to 15 kills now. He's finally caught up with PZ Kid and Achap in the fragging department. And in the meantime, Retrack is trying his best to carry his team. 12-7 to JYP Gaming. Now look at that, a fast play onto the inner bomb site. Terrorists are streaming out and Kaze and Acha going to work. Adrian managing to stop things for a while. Gets the first kill onto Clickzai, but I think that's all that he can do, retreating through the smoke. And he's gonna get hunted. He is going to get hunted like a redneck hunts his deer. But anyway, Guy silently making his way up Ivy. I think the call to save has gone out. Yep, they are looking to save these guns. I don't think they necessarily have the money to afford to lose these rifles, but yeah, they're gonna go out on the hunt. JYP Gaming, they're not gonna let them save. They've smelt blood and they are going in for the kill. PZ Kid closing in on Adrian's position, making a lot of noise, and there we go. Adrian, one rifle down, one to go. That's Guy. And not gonna find it, unfortunately. That's the round to JYP Gaming. One rifle saved. That's still something to work with, but on a map like Train, it's so important to manage your economy. Very, very important. Now, a timeout being called by Mineski. It's been curious. Today, most of the games, the teams who've picked the maps have been struggling on their own map picks. The previous game we saw, both the teams lost. They struggled a lot on their own map picks. And this time, again, JYP, though they managed to see through Inferno, it had to go into overtime. And they were also struggling a lot in their CT halves especially. And now we see Mineski having to come back from behind. Just upgraded pistols and Guy opting to go with buying up some utility. I mean, it does equalize the economy and helps them buy stuff next round as well. Looks like it's going to be a fast upper play. Players have made their way onto Brown Halls. It is PZ Kid Achap in the meantime taking a ton of damage. Trying to act as the decoy here onto the A bomb site. Does spot out Retrack jumping like Bugs Bunny there. Gives his position away and misses the shots as well, unfortunately. But that's not going to work though. All 5 players of Mineski are into the B bomb site. And that's bombed down. He's M4 coming in huge there. In the meantime, Dispenser has managed to save himself an AK-47 and he falls to his death. What the hell? Anyway, I don't think Xavier managed to spot Retrack. In the meantime, I think Achap's lurk here can come in huge. They haven't spotted him. Xavier trying to find the heads. Retrack, oh, not getting the kill. Achap still on 5 HP. Why did he? I thought, okay. He's made his way back to upper. And Retrack internally bleeding. Achap, one tickle away from dying. Just shoot him, dude. Thank you. Gets the kill. Guy, 56 points of health. Achap, 5 HP. This is getting very close. Guy still hasn't spotted him. What are you doing? It's right behind you. It's under you. Achap. This is a comedy of errors this round. And there we see finally Guy spotting the head but missing the shot. All comes down to this play from Achap, who is on the brink of death. Guy climbing onto the... Oh, timing. The timing. Guy saving that round for Mineski. What a huge play from him. That one single saved M4. And I think my observer was trying to troll me. I am a noob, so he likes to do this every now and then, just to remind me of the fact that I am a noob. But yeah, the money is still looking good on JYP Gaming. They can buy into this round. Clickzai landing the few shots onto Guy, tagging him down to 67 points of health. very heavy outer bomb side presence from Mineski. If JYP Gaming get the right read, they can actually abuse this setup a lot. But it seems that they're gonna prefer hitting the outer bomb side. Two players making their way out of Pop Dog. Smokes have gone down. So has the bomb. That's sad. Adrian trying his best. Two people do line up for him, but that doesn't matter. Down to a 3v3 retake, but Xavier, oh my god. The dubstep equalizing things and putting it into a 1v3 clutch. A 1 HP 1v3 clutch. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. That HP was so sad right now. It was like you could have sneezed in Xavier's direction and he would have fallen like a blade of grass in a cyclone. Yeah, 13-9 to Mineski. They are showing signs of life. Finally managing to string together a couple of rounds. They should be winning this round easy. They're just going up against upgraded pistols. But this is CSGO. So never underestimate the power of a P250 at close range. It will melt you. And again, the outer bomb side take. Achap is making his way into Olaf. And Easy Kid has made his way onto E-Box. But that's getting stopped dead in their tracks. Dubstep getting the first kill, but Xavier quick to trade him out. Adrian trying to land the shots, unable to connect with the spray. In the meantime, the T's have literally burst onto the side, but right now, there's nothing gonna. Everyone just died. Like even before I could finish my train of thought, everyone's just dead. Dispenser just burst into the bomb site and just killed everybody. Now finally the buy coming in from JYP Gaming. I mean, yes, Dubstep did manage to win 3 rounds in a row and they should be good for another buy. I don't think they necessarily have the round luxury to not be extremely precise in their takes this round. They need to hit every shot. They need to not waste any of their utility. That flashbang's going to allow Kaze to cross. Now, again, a very spread out default setup by the D's. 2 players over by Ivy, 1 player watching Brown Halls, 1 watching Pop Dog push, and 1 player watching a teammate push. Smoke goes down. Kaze trying to spot. Ooh, that nade does some damage onto Dubstep, down to 60 points of HP. That did a ton of damage. It almost like, it's like it blew up right by his foot. There's still 40 seconds left on the clock and no one has died. And Kaze is fall to Dispenser, but immediately traded out by Achap. That's good. That's a good buddy system at play. Oh, what a flashbang, but Dubstep retreating through the smoke, using it to his advantage. But now Achap knows where he's playing from. Should not fall into that trap. In the meantime, Achap and Clickzai make a complete meal out of the remainder of the A defenders, killing them right sight on scene, getting the plant down to a 2v4 retake. This is not looking good. And there we see PZ Kid chiming in with a frag of his own. You cannot keep this man down. He is a fragging machine. Him and Achap have been going absolutely ham this map. Leading from the front. Oh, Achap. He does spot him out but unable to finish the job. He's gonna get hunted though. I don't think they want to leave a rifle onto Gee's hands. You see what he can do with just 1 rifle saved. He literally single-handedly finished JYP Gaming off a few rounds ago. There we go. 14-10 to Mineski Gaming. This is looking like deja vu. Even the previous map played out almost identical to this in terms of the scoreline. And now the money on Mineski is absolutely broken. This is the last round they can afford to buy. If they lose it, they're done. There we go. Adrian picking up the first kill onto PZ Kid and Dubstep getting the kill onto Xavier. Both kills go untraded and unanswered. This is not looking good. 3v5 advantage CTs. And Kaze still opting to stay in T mid. This is a very risky play from him. Ooh, spots out Adrian, gets the kill onto him. That's at least 1 kill down. One more to go to equalize things. In the meantime, Achap has taken a ton of damage over by Ivy and gets put down by Dispenser. Dispenser dispensing off with the trash. One body at a time. But there, Clickzai pulling back another frag, but also takes a ton of damage in return. This is not looking good. It's down to a 3v2. Don't get me wrong. If anyone can, Kaze can. But you know, the HP is not with him. And against 3 rifles with full HP, that's kind of a tall order. Repositioning themselves by Ivy. They need to make a move very soon. They don't have the time to waste. They have a fair amount of utility still left with them. They have 2 smokes and 3 flashbangs. They can make a play towards the inner bomb site via Ivy. Or if they can find the picks, then just... but I think Dubstep would have heard Kaze's scope. But Kaze, what a god at the op. Beautiful opping. Going for the plant there within the smoke, but does get completely mowed down by Retrack, who gets both kills. In fact, I think he kills Clickzai through Kaze's body there. What a play by Retrack. My god, son. He's really compensating for his Inferno game there. Another fast B play coming out, maybe no. That's Clickzai who falls down. Pop Dog. The rest of the players... Bomb is also right outside Pop Dog. PZ Kid lining up that smoke for the bomb site. Maybe they're hoping to get a quick plant, quick cheeky plant into the smoke by rushing out of Pop Dog. One single flash goes out. Achap landing that awesome 1D onto Adrian, but Dubstep and Dispenser just shutting things down. And Clickzai, although he made his way into the enemy backlines, the weaponry was just not there for him. Gets completely eviscerated the entire team of JYP Gaming that round. Ooh, some Ivy aggression coming out from Dubstep with the op. Lands the kill on to Kaze and running back for dear life. He's at 50 points of HP, but I think now the other players of JYP Gaming have smelt blood, but support from Dispenser gonna help Dubstep make the escape. For those of you just joining us, this is the second game of the Best of 2 series. The first game went to JYP Gaming. It was their map pick, which was Inferno. This is Mineski's map pick, and they're clawing their way back slowly and steadily. Oh, Dispenser, wrong time to look away, son. Gets completely wrecked by Clickzai and PZ Kid there, but Retrack has other ideas. He's gonna hold off the push single-handedly. He has the weaponry advantage, so choosing to fall back instead of taking the fight. The bomb, meanwhile, still stuck at Ivy, and the 4 defenders have made a pretty good case for themselves, have taken good positions to stop any eventual push onto the inner or outer bomb site. They know where both the players are playing from. They don't need to take aggressive angles, just wait for the push and let them run into their crosshairs. Yeah, Dubstep. Oh, what a shot there by Dubstep. Good shot. Held the angle, patiently waited. Did not get baited into the shot by the shoulder peek there by Achap. Just jumping up, distracting while Retract cleans up the kill. Very good team play coming there from Mineski. That's 13 rounds on the board to 14 of JYP. JYP really need to pull themselves together. They were doing it initially, but I think Mineski have their number now. Need to mix things up, otherwise this map is gonna run away from them. Again, fast play onto Ivy. Dubstep getting both the kills onto Achap and Kaze. And it doesn't matter, he's done his job. He's on 13 points of health, but he's managed to return 200 points of damage. That's 2 bodies. That's 8 nades and 2 rifles just gone. That's their A presence completely gone. Now they have to focus on the inner bomb site. And They have Gi waiting for them. Both of them lining up, but not being able to do much more. There's the Molotov that goes off. Burning alive there. And now internally bleeding. Both identical. 14 points of health. That nade though could have done a ton of damage, but just doing 2. If it was just placed properly. There. Down goes Clickzai. All down to PZ Kid in a 2v4 situation. And Dubstep not taking any prisoners. Xavier does have a Molotov, but Dispenser also has a smoke, and there goes the nade comes in. Adrian burning alive, but the smoke extremely timely, saving his life, and there goes the defuse. 14-14 to Mineski and JYP Gaming. Mineski, this looks exactly like the last match. The only difference is that in the previous map, Mineski were at map point when JYP decided to wake up and mount their comeback. Here, Mineski said, enough is enough. It's our map. It's on our turf. You play on our terms. Now it's a full save. No, it's not a full save. Sorry, they managed to force buy up, but Dubstep and Dispenser not taking no for an answer. Completely blind, falls back, but still managing to land the kill onto Kaze. Achap does reply, but it's down to a 1v2. 1v3, now down to a 1v2. PZ Kid, dude, you were the god of Inferno. Pull something out of the bag. Your team is completely relying on you to pull something out of the bag. But look at that. He doesn't know there's one by. He's gonna get flanked, and there goes Gi. Shoots him in the back. Ethu Brute is what PZ Kid is going through right now. Getting completely and utterly backstabbed. And that's map point Mineski. Final round. Will we see another overtime? Both teams have literally choked on the precipice of victory. This is ridiculous. Making a lot of noise, blowing out the panels. Trying to bait out a few shots. Oh, and look at that wall bang. Clickzai instantly brought down to 14 points of health. That's gonna leave a sour taste in his mouth. Clickzai acting as bait. Spots out Gi, who's shoulder peeking. Molotov, fall back. Smart thing to do. Still no aggression. The entire JYP Gaming squad is bunched up in brown halls right now. Smoke's coming in. And the nade. That nade is gonna end people. Yup. The damage that's being dealt on to JYP Gaming from this man Gi is just ridiculous. Finally the kill coming out from Xavier, but he's got a UMP and a dream, and it's gonna get completely shut down by Retrack and Gi. Beautiful hold on the inner bomb side. That's 16-14 to Mineski. Both teams picking up one map, their own map, and that's GG. Well played. Thank you, Mr. Observer. You are God. Anyway, that's all from our side from today. This is Fet signing off. Do join us next weekend for more Beyond Godlike games as we continue this amazing tournament. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.